beautiful homemakers. I'm reading the last few pages of Pamphlet 2, Chapter 4, the original Fascinating Womanhood pamphlet from 1922. Don't hide your health. Some time ago we mentioned that no matter what arts are resorted to in an attempt to disguise defective health, nature sees to it that the men are not permanently attracted. But though poor health cannot be hidden, good health sometimes can be. Therefore, if you have satisfactory health, resort to every device available to look and act the part of a healthy woman. See that your hair is becomingly dressed, that your complexion is well taken care of, that your hands are kept soft, your nails in perfect shape, your eyebrows and eyelashes in their most seductive trim. See that your teeth are kept dazzlingly white, your breath fragrant, and your entire person fresh from frequent bathing. When a woman has not life or vigor enough to take proper care of her outward appearance, men assume that she has not life or vigor enough to be fascinatingly healthy. Carelessness and dowdiness of appearance in men's eyes are a signal of a lifeless mentality and an unrefreshing, unhealthy physical condition. They cannot conceive of a healthy woman having no interest in her outward appearance. The more painstaking she is about that appearance, the more healthy and normal she seems to him. Powders, rouges, perfumes, and the 1,001 other toilet preparations all have their place, especially when used with artistic moderation. The advertising columns of any magazine can give you suggestions in this direction, so that detailed instruction is not necessary here. Nowadays, almost every newspaper and magazine has a beauty column of its own. Study these with avidity and practice whatever is valuable. Men are by no means indifferent to those artificial allurements, and they make good health doubly fascinating. Even when they are obviously artificial, when the men can see that the complexion has been aided by powder and rouges, and the eyelashes by blackening preparations, they look upon it as a token of the interest in her appearance natural to a healthy, normal, and vivacious woman. Before I get to the final paragraph, let's discuss some of what they just talked about. If you get your fake nails done every month, your time and money would actually be better spent on other areas that actually attract rather than repel most men. I know that many women will respond that they love their fake nails and will refuse to go without them. In my late 20s and early 30s, I loved them too, and I didn't stop until I was pregnant. It was a wake-up call to realize that I had a lot more time and money without them. Instead, today I just use a glass file and buff my nails. I don't even paint them, and I certainly don't miss chipped nails. But if you cannot give up your fake nails, then keep them on the shorter side. Men say they wonder about the cleanliness of long nails. Don't you feel repulsed when you see men with too long or dirty fingernails? Men feel the same way about women with long nails. Also, instead of a square cut, go for the natural oval cut. Men overwhelmingly say they prefer it, and they also prefer fingernails to be a pale pink or natural looking. A French manicure came in second to natural looking nails. Do you know why French manicures became popular? It was simply a status symbol, a way to say, I've been to the salon. Many men greatly dislike loud and unnatural fingernail colors, especially blue, green, brown, black, purple, orange, and rust colors. Some men do say that they love red fingernails, but the majority of men prefer pink nails. The more natural looking, the better. So recently at the bank, the teller had purple dagger nails, and they had a pretty design on them, and it was clear that this woman purposefully paid a lot of attention to her nails, as people were constantly looking at her hands as she counted out their money. So I mentioned that I was sure a lot of women complimented her on her nails, and I casually asked, "So, do men ever comment on them?" She said that they did, but whereas the women were overtly positive, the men had such comments as, "Those are some nails," or "Interesting color," or "You could kill a man with those daggers." Her nails were a conversation starter, and it was positive for women and negative for men. Believe it or not, we typically dress for other women. We see other women and we know what we like or don't like, but it isn't usually what men like to see. We'll be discussing this much later, but if the teller wants to get a positive reaction from men, she'll need to cut her nails shorter, go less dagger and more natural oval, and paint them a pale pink. Or she could continue to repel men just with her fingernails. Regarding toenails, men say the color they dislike the most is red, because red toenails just look bloody. The color men love the most on women's toes is bubblegum pink. I was so surprised to hear that. I had worn the same bright magenta toenail polish for years, thinking it looked best with my skin tone. And when I finally ran out of polish, I used a bottle of bubblegum pink that someone had given me. 1 hour later, my husband walked into the room and said, "Wow, I love your toenail color. You look delicious." And I was floored. He had never once in 20 years commented on my toenails polish before. The bottom line is chipped, peeling, or loud-colored nail polish is adolescent, unappetizing, and inelegant. Having soft hands with well-manicured, natural-looking nails will help draw a man to you, and it's these little things that add up. So if you're not interested in getting a man, you can completely disregard the research and what I just said. Another thing is our eyebrows and our eyelashes. Some women are wearing clownish eyelash extensions. They look ridiculous. With your eyebrows can either make you look harsh or friendly. It can make you look like a surprised clown, or it can make you look older or younger. Darker eyebrows that match your hair are going to make you look younger. Regarding teeth being dazzlingly white, you can overdo it. Once I interviewed somebody whose teeth were so white that it actually hurt me. It set my own teeth on edge to look at her teeth, and you couldn't take your eyes off of her teeth. She was a beautiful woman, but her teeth were way too white, and I'm thinking, oh, she's addicted to teeth whitening. Too much teeth whitening also ruins the enamel on your teeth, and it can really cause you problems down the road. Regarding your hair, don't fall for the lie that after a certain age you need to have short hair. It's just not true. Men really appreciate long hair. I so wish I could have long hair, but I can't. My hair looks terrible long. But the longer and more feminine it is, the more men will like it. You do not need to wash your hair every single day. If you can not wash your hair every day, your hair will get healthier. Every other day at the most. And in bathing, don't overdo the soap. It can really take the oils from your skin and just make you look old. Sometimes we need to shower twice a day because we're exercising in the morning, and then maybe we need a shower before we go to bed just to warm up. But don't overdo using bath products or fragrant products. A lot of fragrant products are toxic. If you're unsure about makeup application, go to a place like Merrill Norman. There's so many shops today, like Ulta, etc. So many places to go and learn. Now, some truly beautiful women don't need makeup, but most of us do. You should be glad that we live in a time where it is favored. I know in the Grace Livingston Hill books, she's always saying how terrible women look with the red lips. One day, I had opened the door to the mail lady, and she gasped. And she said, "Oh, you look so pretty with makeup on." I do look quite different, I guess. And be careful not to show too much cleavage. It just makes you look desperate. And one more thing about the fake fingernails. Even though men say they dislike fake fingernails, there are, of course, a few men that like it. But men will judge you by your fake fingernails, just like how you judge men by their dirty fingernails. So it cuts both ways. So if you're upset that, and you're saying, "I'm not going to get rid of my fake fingernails to please a man," well, just think about how you judge him if he has dirty fingernails. Men have found that just by keeping their fingernails clean, they become more attractive to women. And the bottom line also is that it doesn't matter how fantastic your outfit looks if your nail polish is chipped or a distracting color. And your feet will not look darling in designer sandals if your toenails are not trimmed and polished. All right, so let's go to the last paragraph of pamphlet 2. A woman, however, cannot rely upon good health and good looks alone. Many who have done so have been bitterly disappointed. If men were so simple as to be won by such elementary attractions unaided, few of them would be free. Almost every man you meet has already resisted the charms of a score of pretty girls, so that it may be taken for granted that a subtler and more profound repertoire of allurements is required for his enthrallment. And that is the end of pamphlet 2.